Hello everyone and welcome to the Amazing American Circus, which is a deck building game with some lovely hand-drawn art. And let's just jump right into it and see what it's all about. And as always, this is my first time playing this. I don't know what that did. Probably nothing. What should we call him? Honestly, let's just go with Jones. Sure. Since I have no idea what it's about or how to play it. Yeah.
Look at my
steam
nephew,
engine.
grim as the Reaper. Got some bad news, he did. He hopped on a train 'cause, you see, his dad just kicked a bucket. His ma is, still mourning her husband, I suppose. I'm not too happy either. Arthur and I was brothers after all. His dear, dead daddy. The owner of the miserable Jones Circus. I bet young Jones has no plans to take over. But could there be a way to change his mind? I wonder.
Yeah, bet that $100,000 would go a long way. The funeral is over, you get back into the house, or rather, the ruined shed you used to call home. Uncle Jack sits down on an old, squeaky chair and pouts his lips in a cheeky manner.
And off he goes, the damn fool.
Well, I'm gonna be off then.
Hold your horses, boy. You gotta see what your old daddy left you first.
Yeah, I'm guessing the circus.
Jack, you don't need to.
But he's not listening to you. He goes outside and you follow with an exasperated sigh. You already know what he's going to show you.
Your pa left you his circus.
Surprise,
You
surprise!
don't say.
The circus, as Jack called it, consists of a couple of rusty stands and an old ruined big top that hasn't been used in 20 years. Hard to believe that he and Uncle Jack used to be the most famous circus performers in America.
It's yours now, all that sad mess.
Yay.
I don't want it. I got a train to catch, so if there's nothing else...
Not even gonna say hello to the troupe? Remember, from the funeral?
Well, yes, we saw them on the picture. Three very smelly and very raggedy artists who look as if they had spent the last couple of years in a basement stare at you intensely with barely confined disturbing excitement in their eyes.
Oh, and Grandma Betty's there. Try not to piss her off. And sweet Jimmy, the guy makes the best pink lemonade.
You greet them cautiously, and then you spot your mother coming out of the house, pulling the black shawl tighter around her shoulders. Her stern grimace softens as she gets closer.
Oh, are you preparing a show to honor your father?
Yes, that is exactly what he's doing.
Am I?
I am not. I'm leaving.
Come on, boy. Years of watching your father and I, you must have picked up something.
You know this will be one big disaster, but hey, one quick show and they'll leave you in peace. Right? Doubtful. Would be a very short game if that was the case. These are your artists. Up to 3 can perform in a single show. This is your audience, waiting to be entertained. It won't be easy since each spectator has various abilities and actions that will make your job harder. Okay. Sneers 3 times 1. Sneers 1 times 2. Here are your cards. They represent your artist's tricks. Okay. This is your vitality. Okay. It refreshes at the start of each turn as each artist increases it by 1. Okay. Now let's take a closer look at your cards. Pay attention to the types of cards. This one reduces the spectator's boredom with Impress. Your goal is to impress your audience and bring them to the state of delight. The card's name is visible here. Every card has a vitality cost. Playing a card decreases your vitality by the specified amount, obviously. This number, on the other hand, represents how the card will influence the finale bar if played. This mechanic will be explained later. Here is a description explaining in detail what the card does. Some of the cards have effects that can be activated in specific circumstances only. In order to find out the details of an effect, click on it with the right mouse button. Dash information about the value of effect that character will receive after card is played. Both artists and spectators can be under influence of many different effects used. To see details of the effect, check text on the card or description of an active effect. Now use the highlighted card and point it at the chosen spectator. Wow. When you finish your turn, the cards from your hand are placed in the discard pile. Afterwards, the audience performs their actions. Okay, let's end the turn. That's not very nice. He hasn't even done anything yet. Audience sneering lowers the focus of your artists. In order to protect your artists from the decrease of focus, you use cards that equip them with the ability to ignore the attacks. Pay attention to the planned actions of the audience and determine who needs protection. Remember, the ignore ability resets at the beginning of each turn. Cards have various effects. For example, draw gets you new cards. Boons and flaws activate special effects on a character, and some effects renew focus. You can examine the effects details by clicking the right mouse button on a card. Oh. If your artist's focus hits 0, one of their cards gets scrapped from the deck. Afterwards, their focus resets. If your artist loses all their cards, they are removed from the show. In addition, your vitality decreases by 1. If you lose all your artists, the show ends with a failure. When the artist's cards is scrapped, you get to choose which one. Okay. Icons above the cards inform you where the particular card is located at the moment. If all the cards in your deck are used, the discard pile reshuffles into a new deck. It has a cost though. When a reshuffle takes place, all artists lose 5 focus. Okay. Each card you play influences the finale bar. The card's finale value can be positive, neutral, or negative. Pay attention to the order of your actions and don't lose a chance to perform the finale. The bar is fully charged. Perform the finale.
Clearly got some of that Arthur's blood in you, boy.
That was surprisingly good. And that reminds me.
Yeah, there was a letter.
Yes, from the Circus Association.
Addressed to your pa. There's gonna be a circus competition.
Sounds interesting.
Sounds interesting.
Wait till you hear the best part. The winner gets $100,000.
100,000?
You fall silent and start thinking. You always resented this weird hobby of your father. Rather, it seemed to bring him bad fortune than profit. And yet he'd always seemed determined to put you on this path. So much so that you always felt a deep need to resent it. Uncle Jack grins.
You'd obviously share the winnings with your poor uncle and widowed ma, wouldn't you?
Let's see. You got no woman waiting for you with hot supper, no house, no job, because they just let you go, together with a fair share of debts. $100,000 could solve most of those problems indeed.
I guess I do know a thing or two about a circus.
You sure do, and we need money.
You think about the show you just gave, and you have to admit, it felt kind of good to be on stage.
Fine, I'll do it. Why the hell not?
My good boy.
Well, in that case...
Uncle hands you an old map of the states, all blurred and hard to read without a magnifying glass.
This should help you on your travels. Use it when you're ready to leave. Good luck, kid.
Smart decision? You aren't sure, but you're willing to take that gamble, you think.
Goodbye, son. I hope...
She halts, her voice quivers.
Never mind. Off you go then.
Okay. This is your map where you get to choose which cities you want to visit. Locations are separated by roadways. One trip can consist of up to 3 roadways. Uncover new cities and quest locations with the magnifying glass. Remember, though, that you need to pay with cash for each use. Select Seattle as your next destination. Okay, let's travel. Your artists have to eat. Before venturing forth, you get to plan provisions for your travel. The number of cities you pass by during the journey determines the number of required meals. Available dishes are listed here. The food you choose impacts your artist. This is represented by these 3 parameters. If they are high enough, they unlock positive effects boons. If they reach a lower value, flaws activate instead. Here you can find out how specific types of dishes impact the parameters. Choose a dish and drag it to an available slot. You only have boiled potatoes. Guess we're doing that. Probably.
So my nephew packed up Arthur's circus, and off he went. I'll be mighty surprised if it all doesn't turn out all right. His father was big in America once. Oh, we both were. The adventure of a lifetime awaits young Mr. Jones and his crazy troupe. God, to be young again. Anything can happen in the Wild West, but I'm sure he'll be just fine. The path to becoming the greatest American showman is going to be quite challenging.
I'm sure it will be. And that it would have been.
So, we're your employees now, huh?
Looks like it.
Oh, this is going to be good. We knew your father well.
Hey,
Huh?
I'm coming with you.
You just finished setting up the big top for the first time as Uncle Jack rides up to you, heaving euphorically. He dismounts and tries to catch his breath as he stumbles towards you.
It's that old drunk again.
I'm coming with you.
God, no.
God, no.
Oh, and the name of our circus?
Our?
Was thinking about it the whole way, and I found it. Jones and Jones Circus, you know? Seeing as we both are Joneses and your pa was named Jones.
Yeah, I think I get it. But hold on a minute.
It's settled then. You won't get rid of me easily, boy. I know how to make all this work.
Sweet Jimmy sends you a knowing look.
That man is hard to argue with. I can tell you that. Better just accept it and move on.
Your uncle makes himself at home and takes a seat in front of your cart. Huh. Jones and Jones' Circus it is then. A circus poster allows you to plan out your shows. Here you get to decide which artists will get on the stage, choosing up to 3 performers at a time. Shows are divided into up to 3 acts, and here is where the misfits come in handy. Their role is to activate a special effect at the beginning of an assigned act. The number of misfits slots on the circus poster informs you how many acts are there in the show. There is always a chance your artist will receive some effects, boons and flaws, and special cards, gifts, and hoaxes after the show. When you're all set, press the button to view the circus ticket. I only have 3 to choose from, so... Beginning of the act, extra impress, -3 for a random artist. Okay. Well, let's go. You never know how many spectators are going to show up, and that's why managing the business side of your shows is so important. Here is the expected revenue from the show. If it turns out to be successful, you get cash. The amount should be somewhere between the highest and lowest values marked on the bar. Your income decreases if you lose an artist during the show. If you want, you can take a risk and increase the expected revenue. This action proportionally changes both the highest and lowest values of the section. The bigger the risk, bigger the reward. If you can afford it, you can always invest in the promotion of your show. This both reduces the risks and opens up a chance to earn even more from a successful performance. Well, it's my first performance, you know, for people who aren't my family. So, yeah, I think we're just gonna go for the bog standard thing. Start the show. Okay, well, go on, Misfit. Okay, so you are gonna decrease a chosen artist's impressibility. Here's 1 times 5. Do that one, I guess. Might want to do some ignores here. Yeah. Okay, well, I can do maybe that. And enter.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we have to choose from? Well, we can do another impress. Well, let's focus on you. Well, oh, that's a nice one, I guess. Okay, I can do one more. Do that one maybe? Okay. The clown and the strong man, huh? What do we want to scrap? Let's scrap that one then. I can do the finale, but I mean, I haven't really done anything here, but fine. Oh. Well, at least it was a success. Congratulations, you finished your first show. Your artists are rewarded with experience points for each show. Leveling your employees up unlocks new cards or improves the ones they already have. There is always a chance your artist will receive some effects, boons and flaws, and special cards, gifts and hoaxes after the show. Last but not least, here you can find out how profitable your show was. Keep in mind that losing artists during the performance affects your earnings. Yeah. Nice.
You know what?
What?
I think we'll do fine. With the circus, I mean.
Well, a bit early to say.
Yeah.
I bet you we're gonna get recognizable in no time. Put up a show in front of Buffalo Bill himself one day.
Why would you want to do that? Yeah, why would we?
Why would we?
To make him realize he ain't got a chance against us. Bill's going to take part in a tournament, I reckon. Challenging him, proving we are better, he'd simply resign.
That sounds like a stupid idea to me.
I think it's unlikely.
Don't underestimate me, kid. I used to be tightrope Jackie. Think big.
I'd say that having finished our first show, that this is a good place to stop. It was like a pretty interesting game. Not sure if I'm going to revisit it, but I might. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!